kept my composure and just did my thing. And
off we go again, chasing his man. Now he's got his table. What a reaction for the lovely set.
it was great. It was great.
What did you feel?
Talk to me about that. What do you mean you don't like people?
I just don't like being around a bunch.
What happens when someone builds a career so big, even their own kids don't want it? That's exactly what happened with Brock Lesnar. He's a WWE legend, a former UFC champion, and one of the toughest athletes ever, but none of his 4 kids want to follow in his footsteps. Surprising, right? You'd think being the child of a wrestling superstar would be a dream, but the Lesnar kids, they each chose their own path, and none of them leads to the wrestling ring. So why did they say no? How does Brock feel about it? And is there more happening behind the scenes at their quiet ranch in Saskatchewan? Let's take a closer look at why Brock Lesnar's kids walked away from his legendary legacy. Chapter 1. Maya, the powerhouse thrower. Meet Maya Lynn Lesnar, Brock's firstborn and absolute unit of an athlete. But no, she's not smashing chairs over people's backs. Instead, she's breaking records in track and field. Born to Brock and his former fiancée Nicole McLean, Maya inherited her dad's insane power and drive, just not his obsession with the ring. While most expected her to jump into wrestling boots, she sprinted in the other direction, right to Colorado State University. And get this, she didn't just compete, she dominated. Maya broke the school's shot put record, snatched an NCAA indoor championship, and hit a jaw-dropping personal best of 19.6 meters. That made her 6th best in the entire world. Oh.
No reason to freak out. I just had to figure out a couple of cues. Just focus on my cues, and honestly, it was just, yeah, that was it.
What is the energy like in there? Because it's a, you know, an environment.
And when she's not tossing iron spheres like it's nothing, she's out there owning the volleyball court. Talk about a dual threat queen. But wrestling, that's just not on her radar. Despite carrying the Lesnar name, Maya's made it loud and clear. Her future is in athletics, just not in a scripted ring. Chapter 2. Luke, quiet on ice. Next up, Luke Lesnar, the low-key legend in the making who's skating circles around his legacy. You may have heard whispers of him entering WWE a few years back. Yeah, that was just internet smoke. In real life, Luke's not trying to be the next big thing. He's too busy racking up Minnesota State hockey championships, 3 of them to be exact. Luke is all about the puck, the ice, and the real grind, not entrance music or suplexes. He's currently playing in youth leagues with a clear goal, going pro in hockey, not WWE. And maybe that's why you haven't seen him on your feed. He's intentionally flying under the radar, letting his skills do the talking.
Staying attached to the leg. Oh wow. Well, scrutiny staying attached. Goodness. He's out. Oh.
Das vorbei.
Und Chris Fischer. Fredericks, Boskone.
For a Lesnar kid, that's a statement in itself. Chapter 3. Turk and Duke, the sporty duo. Now let's talk about the little beasts, Turk and Duke Lesnar, Brock's sons with WWE legend and former model Sable, also known as Rena Marlette. These two have all the makings of sports royalty. They're already active in youth hockey, just like big bro Luke. But don't be fooled, Turk's also dipping his toes into football and wrestling. Yes, wrestling. So, could he be the one to carry the torch? Well, not quite. Sources close to the family say Brock isn't exactly pushing them into the business. In fact, it's quite the opposite. He's protective, private, and fiercely focused on letting his kids live on their own terms, away from the blood, sweat, and drama of the ring. Even Duke, who shares his father's intensity, seems more into the team sports life than chasing belts and storylines. So far, there's no confirmed interest in professional wrestling from either Turk or Duke. And let's be honest, if Dad isn't encouraging it, they're probably not sneaking off to wrestling school anytime soon. Chapter 4. Brock's rules at home. So why exactly have none of Brock's kids jumped into the squared circle? The answer lies in the Beast's off-camera personality. Contrary to his fierce on-screen persona, Brock Lesnar is a fiercely private father. He and Sable live in rural Saskatchewan, far from Hollywood, New York, or WWE headquarters. No flashing lights, no TMZ, just farm life, family, and hunting season. Lesnar's always guarded his kids from the chaos of celebrity. He barely gives interviews. His wife and children rarely make public appearances. It's all part of his belief that normal is sacred. According to insiders, Brock never wanted his kids to feel obligated to follow in his footsteps. He's said to support their dreams, even if those dreams involve icy rinks instead of steel cages. This hands-off approach might explain why Maya's in the NCAA, why Luke's chasing NHL glory, and why Turk and Duke are growing up like regular kids, albeit regular kids with mutant genes. Chapter 5. No love for WWE? Let's spill the tea. WWE would love a Lesnar 2.0. The name alone would guarantee headlines, ratings, and pay-per-view buys. But guess what? It's not happening, at least not anytime soon. There's no family training camp, no secret debut, no handshake deals with Triple H. In fact, Brock's silence on the matter is louder than any promo. It sends a message that his legacy is his, not something to pass down like an heirloom belt. Even Maya, who resembles her dad's physique and drive the most, has never expressed interest in wrestling, and she's not shy about her ambitions. She wants to go Olympic, not WWE Hall of Fame. Chapter 6. Mariah, the private one. And then there's Mariah, Sable's daughter from a previous relationship, and Brock's stepdaughter. While she remains the most private member of the Lesnar clan, sources say she's equally protected from the fame game. Although she's not in the public athletic spotlight like her siblings, her inclusion in the family only further shows Brock's commitment to raising his kids far from the spectacle of showbiz, whether they're biological or not. So here's the twist. Maybe Brock Lesnar's legacy isn't ending.
I don't do well.
Are you
like that.
antisocial, or is it man, I want to say a phobia, as in...
It's evolving. Instead of suplexes, his daughter is launching shot puts across football fields. His sons are slicing up ice rinks and scoring goals. They're not rejecting his legacy, they're remixing it. Lesnar didn't just build a brand of brute strength, he passed down discipline, mental toughness, and the drive to dominate. His kids just chose different arenas. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most Lesnar thing of all. So what do you think? Did Brock's kids make the right call staying out of the ring, or is the world secretly waiting for one of them to make a surprise WWE debut? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button if you want more behind the scenes stories from the world of fame, family, and fierce decisions.